The Uttar Pradesh government has decided to set up a special security force in the state that will be empowered to arrest anyone or search any premises without any warrant or any order from the court. The Uttar Pradesh Special Security Force will be tasked to protect some vital installations in the state like railways, airports, banks, and also state government offices. Termed as Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's dream project, this particular force will have powers quite similar to that of the CISF, which is the Central Industrial Security Force. The government has said that initially about 8 battalions of this particular force will be constituted at a cost of over 1700 crores. Now let's understand what exactly led to the constitution of this new security force in Uttar Pradesh amid the ongoing pandemic, and what are the possible ramifications of this move. Now, the force was announced on 26 June this year when Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath decided to create a CISF-like force in the state for two reasons. First, to reduce the burden on the existing forces so that they can shift their focus to the law and order in the state. Second, to guard important institutions and people in Uttar Pradesh. On 30th of July, the state cabinet agreed to the creation of the 8 battalion force with 5 battalions consisting of about 9,900 personnel to be created in the first phase. A bill to create the force was passed during the monsoon session of the State Assembly. According to the Uttar Pradesh Special Security Force Act, the purpose or need to set up this new security force in the state is to ensure smooth and strong security arrangements for vital establishments, institutions, and notified people in the state. It also mentions that there is no such special security force in Uttar Pradesh as of now. The Act also cites the direction of a High Court while taking suo motu cognizance of the security situation at various court premises across Uttar Pradesh. The UP government's latest move has received a lot of criticism and backlash, especially from the opposition. Congress State Unit Chief Ajay Kumar says that this move by the state government is quite similar to the 1919 Rowlatt Act that was propelled by the then British government. Now, the formation of this new security force in UP has been criticized on 3 grounds. First, the powers given to the force. Second, the ambit of what the force can protect. And third, the protection offered to the members of the force if they tend to misuse their duties or the power given to them. Now, this particular act mentions that any member of the force may, without any order from a magistrate or without any warrant, arrest any person who voluntarily causes any hurt, or a person against whom there is reasonable suspicion, or anyone who attempts to commit a cognizable offense. The force will also have the right to remove trespassers on the premises under its protection. Now, what's interesting here is that this particular act, or the details of this particular act, are quite similar to that of the Maharashtra State Security Cooperation 2010, or also the Odisha Industrial Security Force Act 2012, which also allow arrest without any warrant. Talking about why there is so much outrage around this particular move, the UP Special Security Force Act is quite similar when it comes to provisions regarding arrests and searches without any warrant or any court order. However, when it comes to protecting the establishments, it is quite different. It's also very different when it comes to the powers given to the members of this particular force. For example, the Maharashtra Act defines vital installations as establishments which, if damaged, affect the economy, safety and security of the state and the country. This includes the Bhabha Atomic Research Center, atomic power stations, and much more. However, the UP Act mentions that it will provide security to not just a body, but also a person and to residential premises. According to the UP Special Security Force Act, no court will be able to take cognizance of the offence against any member of the force without prior sanction or permission from the state government. Section 16 of the Act mentions no court shall take cognizance of any offence against any member of the force for action taken in discharge of his duties. While there is a lot of opposition to this move by the state government, several former IPS officers in Uttar Pradesh claim that there is absolutely nothing to worry about, as this particular force, this new security force, will be just a watch and ward force and can also be called the Chaukidar force. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this decision to constitute a special security force in Uttar Pradesh comes at a time when there are already a lot of allegations of misuse of existing laws right from the UAPA, which is the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, to the NSA, the National Security Act, and also sedition laws against dissenting citizens. At such a time, critics feel that this decision by the UP government gives unconstitutional powers to a force that is already unaccountable.